Namaskar, everyone. To all of those who are watching online, and to everyone who is in the hall, a warm welcome to our healing circle this afternoon or evening, depending on where you are. So it's a joy to see your smiling faces. My name is Shri Devi, and it is truly a joy to be with you all once again. Just a reminder, and just to say that the vision for the Blue Star this year is truly inspiring all of us to stay well, to stay healthy, and as fit as we can on this journey. And this week, we were able to send some beautiful communications on some tips to truly staying a little bit more healthy if we can. So Dr. Bhavani provided a beautiful recipe with some ingredients that we use in our everyday life for a simple drink to boost our immunity. So if you haven't had a chance to see that yet, you can go back into your emails or simply let us know and we would provide you with the download link. So of course, it is our goal to keep providing you with these beautiful tips for enhancing our health and our journey even more. And just to say that Healing Circle is a huge part of that initiative. And adding to that, it is my excitement to share with all of you that on Saturdays we're adding an extra healing program. So at 6 p.m. Trinidad time, you can join us via Zoom for a Reiki healing circle with Anupriya, a Reiki master from New York. And of course, that is just an extension to what we do in the healing circle. And we can sit and enjoy that beautiful Reiki energy and healing space even more. Here you can see the flyer. And of course, if you are interested, please send us a message and we will provide you with the link. Now you can look forward to these initiatives happening even more and more, and it is our excitement to keep providing the different modalities to help us stay at our best on this journey. Now coming to our excitement of today, of course, our second segment will be with Mukunda, really working on tapping into our subtle body, our subtle energies, and extending that into the physical. Then, that will be followed by Prema Devi, who will take us into that healing Reiki space in preparation for meditation with Guruji. So, a beautiful offering that we have for all of you today. Let's join together in this beautiful healing space, supercharging ourselves, bringing all of our energies together, and really preparing ourselves beautifully for that healing journey. So as we do this, I invite everyone to close your eyes. And let's center for just a moment in our inner space. As we make this connection, we turn our gaze inside, simply observing how we feel in this moment, how the body feels, and we can make any adjustment in our bodies just to suit our comfort. So we can pick up our toes, place them back down on the ground. We can move our hips a little bit, making ourselves a little bit more comfortable. Notice how the abdomen feels as we breathe, as we sit. Notice the ease in the hands as they are placed on our laps. An experiment of keeping the palms facing up is comfortable in this moment, or even if we want the palms facing down. Notice what is happening in the inner space. Notice what is happening to our mind. With every single breath that we take, we can use that as an opportunity to bring ourselves into the present moment even more. As we exhale, we feel as though we are emptying completely. And as we inhale, we feel as though we are taking in a complete breath. You can use the hands as a guide. And here we can even use a subtle breath, an ujjayi breath, as we inhale, filling completely. And as we exhale, fully and deeply. And we'll stay with this for just a few moments. Allowing ourselves to become attuned to what is happening in our space. Feeling as though our energies are coming together. And feeling a sense of focus in our inner space. And we haven't lost awareness of the body, of our feet, of our abdomen, even as we breathe. And we are keeping all of these elements in our awareness, even as we center. And here we can even use a gross exhale. Making that connection with the body even deeper. And even in this practice, we can find the joy in the breathing. Maybe even a gentle smile on the face. And let's do this for a few more rounds, feeling the groundedness in the body. the connection with the breath, and the open heart. One more time. And we can just relax with our eyes closed just for a moment. And notice that small space of silence after the breathing. Here we take the opportunity to open our hearts, our fields even more. Connecting to each other in this space. Connecting to the divine, the healing powers. And uniting all of our fields together, we will begin with the sacred sound of one Om. Let's breathe out. Deep breath in. Just be here for a moment. And when you are ready, you can open your eyes. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me in that powerful centering. And of course, now I hand you off to Mukunda for some dynamic energy practices. Namaskar, everyone, and enjoy.
Namaskar, everyone. Welcome to this segment of the Healing Circle, where we're going to do a little bit of yoga, and also I'm going to continue further with my explanation of last week. Is more about learning a technique that you can actually use for your own yoga practice. And basically, it means a technique to use your muscles, the energy of the muscle strength, to create an energy current, an energy flow through the body, which will help to tremendously vitalize your body. Making sure that when you do your yoga practice, you actually leave your yoga practice with more energy than you started with. So before we go to the yoga poses, let's start with a breathing exercise first. And It's going to be an energizing breathing exercise to help connect with the body. I like to invite you either to stand up if that's more comfortable for you. You could also do it in a sitting position. Just make sure that the spine stays straight and that you keep your hands on your knees. I prefer to do it standing. I separate my feet about a little bit wider than hips width. I can bend my knees just a little bit, just to make sure that my feet have a solid connection with the floor. With this breathing exercise, we're only going to focus on the exhalation, and we're going to use our focus to push the prana down into the body. So even though with the exhalation the air will come out of the nose, we use our focus, we use our determination to push the prana down inside. Now, you can use quite a lot of force with this breathing exercise, imagining that you kind of push the prana, the energy, into your body cells, especially in the belly. Now, to make sure that the energy, the prana, stays into the belly, we want to make sure that the abdominal muscles, and especially the lower abdominal muscles, are contracted. So you kind of pull the belly in. You don't have to keep the abdominal muscles contracted all the time, but especially at the end of the exhale, you want to make sure that that lower band is completely contracted. If your body is challenged, if you have any health issues, even if you have a full stomach, if you just had some food to eat, then use a little bit less force. Just do it gently, but still use your focus to push it down, to push the prana down. So take a moment to center. Connect with your feet. You want to feel the floor, kind of push the feet against the floor. And if you feel vital today, you can even use the entire body. So at the end of the exhalation, you contract the arms, you contract the legs, so even the prana that might go outside of the stomach still stays into the body. Take a moment to center. Let's exhale first through the mouth to empty the lungs. Inhale and start. Keep pushing it down, keep pushing it down. Use your determination to really push the prana into the belly. Just a couple of more. 3, 2, 1, and release. Very good. Now please take a moment and observe how you're feeling from the inside. Hopefully your belly area feels a little bit more energized. Maybe you know that with martial arts often they talk about this reservoir where you can actually store energy. And kind of what we use this breathing for is to put as much prana into the belly to really get a boost of energy, store that energy into the body. Also because we use so much big of a focus to push it down, even though the air comes outside, we kind of force our awareness to go into the body. And of course, it's so nice when we have this healing circle, when we bring the awareness into the body. So when we connect with the healing energies, like we can invoke those energies from within the body. We're not somewhere far outside of the body. We actually go into the body, and when we invoke those healing energies, the body gets all the benefits of it. We're only going to do one set with this breathing exercise because I want to show you how you can actually use this breathing exercise with the help of in your yoga poses to create that energy current using your muscle strength, and then actually using this breathing exercise to push more prana through those energy channels, vitalizing your body even more. So for the first pose, we're going to take it very simple. And if you're standing, please bring your feet together, toes and heels touch. And once again, feel the connection with the ground. If you're sitting in the chair, that's perfectly fine. Just focus on your hip bones. Lift your chest up and press the hip bones down into your chair. Now for those who are standing, start contracting your thigh muscles. Push your knees back. And see if you can, when you push the knees back, if you can press them down more, stimulating the heels to go all the way down. Contract your butt, contract the hip muscles. Generate that muscle energy from the upper parts of the legs, the butt muscles, especially the thigh muscles, and pressing the knees back and pushing the heels down into the floor. You can also start squeezing the inner thighs against each other, allowing the legs to become just one big energy beam, allowing the energy to go down into the floor. Now, if you don't feel the energy current, that's perfectly fine, but you should feel there's some dynamic happening. When you start pressing the heels down into the floor, there's some movement, there's some, maybe even feeling a stretch in the legs. Very good, beautiful, very nice. Okay, let's keep on pressing. Now we use a lot of muscle strength in order to keep that energy going. So whenever the muscles start to feel tight, just relax. But if you can, if you muscle up to it, see if you can allow that continuous flow of energy flowing down in the legs, through the legs, into the floor. Very good. Now, I want to invoke an opposing energy force. We're going to do that by lifting the chest up, using your back muscles, chest muscles, to make your spine as long as you can. So while we create this energy flow going down to the floor, flowing through the legs, at the same time, there's now an energy flow going upwards, using those muscles of the chest, of the back, stretching up towards the ceiling. Now the beautiful thing, even though it's just a standing position, there's two major energy flows happening. Tremendously stimulating your nervous system because you have to engage all those muscles of the legs, of the upper body. And the center point is the belly. Now where do you think that energy is coming from? And most of you know that energy is coming from our own pranic body, our own energy body. And by generating this energy flow, we invite the energy of our subtle body, of our pranic body, to flow into the physical body. And that's an infinite source of energy. So as long as your muscles are able to keep that flow going, you can invite infinite amounts of energy into your physical body. And release. Very good. Just take a moment to observe what a difference that feels when you relax your muscles again, just going back in that standing position. Just standing is really like a static position, but focusing on these energy directions, giving a direction to this muscle energy, you make just a normal standing position like completely dynamic. Now we're going to do it one more time, and now we're going to add the breathing to it. Like I said, with this standing position, the belly is the center point. And now if you're going to start using the breathing, using the exhalation to push the prana down, we're going to add more prana to the belly. And of course, when that energy flow is happening, more prana will go through the legs and through the upper body, out of the head. So take a moment. Feel your feet, connect with your feet. And let's start. Contract your thigh muscles, squeeze your butt, push the knees back, press the heels down and towards the floor. Start lifting your upper body up, lifting your chest up. Think of creating more space in between your vertebrae. And then let's add the breathing to this yoga pose. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Now, I don't know if you could feel it, but because there is already an energy flow happening, that addition of that extra prana, that addition of the extra energy is automatically flowing with these currents. Just like water, when you have already streaming water, you add more water to it, automatically finds its way with the streaming flow. So even though we breathe into the body, it automatically will flow those currents. Now to give another example of how that works, I invite you to separate your legs about hips width apart. The heels should be directly underneath your hips, underneath your hip bones, and the insides of your feet should be exactly parallel with each other, just like the number 11. Very good. If your body is up to it, if your body is not tired, you can already experiment by once again invoking those muscles from the thighs, from the hips, from the butt, pushing your knees back and pressing the heels down towards the floor. And at the same time, see if you can create that balance in between these two energy forces. Going from a static posture to a dynamic posture. Now, since after this segment we're going to have a Reiki segment, I would like to use the arms, because as you know, the healing energies that we use from the Reiki is actually the energy coming from the heart, going through the arms and through the hands. So if you can already stimulate these energy channels, open them up and allow the energy already to flow through the arms, it will help with the next segment. So in order to do it, I would like to invite you to stretch your arms out towards the side. Now, to keep your arms up like this, we use mostly the muscle strength from the shoulders. And once again, for those who are sitting, just focus on the hip bones, pressing them down into the floor, still lifting the chest up, keeping the spine straight, and then stretching the arms out towards the side. Now I want to invoke that energy flowing through the arms. So I'm going to start stretching the arms out towards the side. So that muscle energy from the shoulders, I'm going to give a direction to it out of the fingers. So maybe when you feel it, when you start stretching the arms out towards the side, you feel an energy current flowing through the arms. And because we are stretching out both arms in opposite directions, the center point of this stretch is exactly in the chest, exactly the heart. Now if you add the downward force by pressing the heels down and lifting your upper body up, invoking that energy from the navel, and we're going to stretch the arms out towards the side. For those who have the chakra energies, we invoke the energy of the Manipura to the heart, then out of the arms. And relax. Allow the arms to relax. We're going to do it one more time, and then we're going to add the breathing to it. And it might feel actually as if you're blowing up a balloon. Especially I find with the arms, when you have that energy current, and when you start to add the pranayama, the prana, extra prana to it, it almost feels like you're blowing up your shoulder almost. So let's start. Let's come back to your standing position. Press the heels down and towards the floor, push the knees back, lift your chest up towards the ceiling, keep your spine straight. Invoke these two opposing forces. You want to keep the belly in. Then start stretching the arms out towards the side. And you decide how much muscle strength you're actually going to use. You just need enough muscle strength to start the energy current. But maybe even your arms become even more light when you feel the energy flowing through the arms. Now let's add the breathing to it. Keep a strong focus onto the belly. Still pushing the prana down into your belly. And because the energy currents are actually flowing already, the prana automatically will flow through the legs, will flow through the arms. 3, 2, 1, and release. Very good. So how does it make you feel? Let's do one more pose with the arms. We're going to keep it very simple today regarding the yoga poses. Hopefully in the future we're going to make the poses a little bit more challenging. But for now we're just going to keep it very simple. As we were just stretching the arms out towards the side, now we're going to stretch the arms out towards the front. So once again, come to your basic position. Still the feet are separated, hips width. Press the heels down. Push the knees back, contract your thighs, squeeze your butt. Press your tailbone down, pull the belly in, lift your chest up towards the ceiling. So that's the basic position, creating that downward force through the legs, using your own muscle strength, and that upward force, lifting your chest up, inviting the energy of the pranic body into the physical body. Almost an infinite stream of energy flowing into and through your body. Now stretch the arms all the way forward. Keep your 5 fingers together. Make sure the elbows are locked, because it's more easy for the energy to flow through a straight line instead of a bend line. So keep the elbows locked, stretch the arms forward, invoke the muscle energy of the shoulders, and stretch the arms all the way forward as much as you can. But while you're stretching the arms all the way forward, you still keep the downward force active and that upward force active. So we invite maximum energy from the muscles, and because the navel is the center point, we're also inviting the energy from the Manipura into our body, flowing through the legs, flowing through the upper body, and flowing through the arms, out of the fingers. Energy is like shooting out of the fingers like laser beams. And release. Very good. Take a moment to observe your body. Observe how your body is feeling. And see if you can really feel the difference when you are in relaxed mode and when you're in active mode. Now let's do this posture one more time, and let's add the breathing to it. So once again, contract your thigh muscles, butt muscles, push the knees back, press the heels down and towards the floor, lift your chest spine up towards the ceiling. Maybe you even grow taller during this segment. And stretch the arms all the way forward, 5 fingers together, thumb touches with your index finger. Invoke that shoulder muscle energy and stretch it all the way forward. And once again, you decide yourself how much strength you're going to use. You just need enough to start the current, and then the energy itself will take over. Let's add the breathing to it. 3, 2, 1, and release. Very good, everyone. Very nice. There's so many benefits of using this technique for your yoga practice, because when that energy current is flowing through the arms, everything that energy touches, all the body cells that the energy is touching are being affected, are being revitalized. And of course it doesn't right away, it doesn't change the whole body overnight, but if you keep it using this technique into your practice, one by one your body cells will be transformed, making your body much younger, revitalized. Also, which might be a nice, interesting thing to know, as many of you know, we store trauma, emotions, thoughts. We use our whole physical body to store these things that happen during the day. It's not only that we store it in our head or the heart, but we use the whole body to store these things. So, for example, if you have memories stored into your arm, in the muscles of the arm, when you activate that energy flow, just like when you're holding like a piece of dirt into a stream, into flowing water, like it's almost like that little trauma, that little memory is slowly dissolving in that pranic flow. So you're not only revitalizing your body, you're also helping your body to get rid of all that stuff that you don't need anymore, the memories, little traumas, little karmas. So that's also very nice to know. This was the end of this segment. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it gave a little bit more insight in the technique that we can use with our yoga practice. Our next segment will be Prema Devi and give you a beautiful Reiki session. Thank you so much. Namaskar.
Namaskar, everyone. Welcome to this third segment of our session today, the Reiki Healing Energies. After having such a dynamic and powerful session with Mukunda and Sridevi, I will just invite you to either sit or stand, whatever is more comfortable for you. And let's begin with setting our intention and invoking the healing energies into our space. Begin by bringing our hands in Gasho position, prayer position, opening your shoulders, your elbows, your arms, bringing them slightly just above the third eye, your eyebrow point. And here you can just close your eyes for a few seconds and bring in mind the intention of your healing today. It could be healing physically, emotionally, mentally, for spiritual upliftment. It could be also healing support economically for family members, anyone you may know. So just bring your intention to mind. And let's open ourselves up to these divine healing energies to work in and through us. As we intend to channel the divine peace, love into our space, let's open our palms up, ourselves to the healing. As we try to bring the heaven and earth energies into our hearts, here we invoke masters, divine Reiki, our devas, deities, guardian angels, to support our session this afternoon, all the gifts given and received. We pray that our energies be awakened to anything and everything we're meant. Our palms going down right in front of our chest area, our belly area, gently scanning down the energies. If you are standing, you can gently bend your knees, trying to bring the energies all the way down to your feet. If you cannot reach your feet, you can just imagine the energy traveling all the way down through your legs. And as you reach the ground, let's gather energies from the earth coming up through the bottom of our feet. So our calves, knees, thighs, pelvis area, belly up to our hearts, opening up again to the heaven energies to come all the way down to the top of our heads, our crown, our third eye, our throat, all the way to our hearts. And here just a reminder that where our mind goes, energy goes, and where our hands go, energy goes as well. So let's rub our palms gently. We just want to activate the energies in our palms, bringing a nice heat. As we activate, and now bringing your palms gently above your head, your fingertips touching on your crown at the top of your head. And here we want to balance both sides of our brain, left, right, male and female energies, as well as connecting with our spiritual self. Breathing in deeply as you expand the belly and exhaling as you contract. Here we are balancing the energies. You can gently bring a smile into your face, receiving. Now gently bringing the palms right at the back of your head. Your thumbs can be joining together. And here we want to have the intention of relaxing our brainstem. Here we want to also bring balance, relaxation and a sense of peace in our mental field, in our actual brain area. Breathing in deeply and really being aware of the energies. If it's more comfortable for you to close your eyes, you can do so. Now just gently bring in the palms slightly above your ears, both ears, covering your ears. Noticing any energy sensations in your palms. And gently pushing the feet down towards the ground. That will help us stay grounded as we receive these powerful healing energies. Relaxing the whole body. The energies work much better when the body is relaxed. The mind is centered in the here and now. Emotions are settled. And now gently bringing the palms above your eyes, sending healing energies to your eyes. You can also work here with your eye muscles. You can play with your eyeballs, looking up and down to the sides, and also in a diagonal way, left to right, up and down, right to left. And now here we can gently bring our palms down. You can either place the palms directly in the area that we're focusing on, or you can just keep them slightly off the area, whatever is comfortable for you. So here, as we bring them into our throat chakra, we bring in mind also the thyroid, the thymus gland, sending healing energies as they help us boost our immune system. Also is our center of communication, silence, listening, expression. And gently bringing your palms down just above the breast area, with the fingertips slightly touching, relaxing your shoulders and your arms. And here again, we want to bring into mind the organs in this area, our lungs, our heart, sending healing energy to every area. And noticing the heat, the healing energy is coming from your palms. Even if you do not feel the heat, we still use our power of intention, attention, and the openness and receptivity to receive. And now as we gently come down right above the chest area, the breast area, here we come into the heart center, the center of love. So let's bring into mind our internal organs and send love to all of them. You can say, I love you, my every cell. You are so precious to me. I love you, my body. You are a gift to me. And you can activate your inner and outer smile as you smile to each one of your organs. Think of your liver, your stomach, your intestines, your gallbladder, your spleen, your bladder, all of your organs. Bring them into mind. sending them healing energies, love. And now as we bring our palms a little bit lower down, let's spread our fingers. And we can also use movement as a way of manipulating the energy. We can give ourselves a massage, covering all the organs in this area. We can do little movements, or we can give big movements all around your belly area, your pelvis area. We can do a little bit of tapping, and we can also just wish the energy down, like to the sides. We can just do a little bit of like a showering. And now as we continue to go down, let's bring the palms down to our hips area, our pelvis area. And sliding the palms all the way down through the sides of our legs. If you are sitting, you can just gently bend forward, and again, imagine the energy going all the way down to your feet. And now your palms coming up from the inside of your legs. Again, here we're working with also the meridians in the body, with the lower part of the self. We want to include every part of us, and we can also do a little bit of tapping. We have done a lot of tapping before, again activating the energies inside and outside. Nice. And here we want to do a little bit of a shake, releasing any unwanted energies, and bringing our palms together again, rubbing, activating, and just notice how you feel. Palms feel. Palms gently over your kidneys, right at your back. Here we're working with the adrenal glands as well. So we want to bring those healing energies into mind. Continue to breathe, bringing pure oxygen, prana into your whole being. And really just even a minute in each position is really, really helpful. Now slightly bringing your palms a little bit lower, like in a V shape, fingers pointing down. Here we want to also come into feeling grounded, working with the base chakra. And again, feeling your feet fully supported as you gently push down towards the ground. That really helps us to feel grounded, connected to the earth, aligned, supported. Very nice. And now bringing palms together again. Give it a nice. And now here we're going to give it a nice shake, as we have been working with different aspects of the body, different organs, different areas. So now let's bring our palms to our lower dantian or dantian. Closing your eyes for a second. And just really noticing the energies in your whole body. Bringing the attention inwards, the awareness. Notice if the energy is guiding you to any specific areas in the body. And now gently coming up to the middle dantian or dantian, the heart area, the emotional space. Breathing into love. And in the exhale, just gently let go of any emotions that you may still have and want to let go. Breathe them away. And now coming up to our upper dungeon or dantian and our third chakra. Breathing into peace. And in the exhale, letting go of any thoughts, any stresses, any worries. Being fully here and now. Welcoming the energies in the space, this amazing energy field that has been co-created for each and one of us. And now here, as we lower our palms down, let's do a final scanning, opening our arms all the way up to the heavens, breathing out as you scan the energies. All the way down along the spine. One more. Exhaling. And one more. And releasing through your mouth as you exhale. And now here, we just want to express our gratitude, give thanks to all the masters, to the divine energies for their support today, their healing energies, their gifts given to each one of us and collectively. I want to thank you all for joining this segment. And now we're going to for our healing box. I would like to thank all of those who have sent requests to include names, any kind of health concerns for their loved ones, any family members, anyone that you may know. So as we bring our minds and hearts together, let's raise our palms and bring into mind all those whose names are in this box. Anyone that you may know, ourselves included. And here we open our minds and hearts as one. As we connect to invoke the healing energies of the Masters of the Light, the divine energy, to support all of us in our healing journey. Here we want to bring into mind our neighbors, our country, and the whole planet, sending healing energies of peace, love, unity, harmony with nature, with the animal kingdom, with every single living form. And here, please join me to finish our segment with our togetherness prayer as we join our palms together. Om Sahana Bhavatu, Sahana Bonatu, Sahaviryam Karava Vahe, Tejas Vinavaditamastu, Ma Vidvisha Vahe. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. May we be protected together. May we be nourished together. May we achieve a strength together. May our knowledge be full of light. May we remain united beyond differences. Om peace, peace, peace. Thank you so much, everyone. Now we welcome live Gurudev for our guided meditation. Enjoy. Namaskar.
Namaskar, everyone, and welcome to the meditation segment of our Healing Circle. The joy here is centering in your higher self. Just think for a moment that your physical body is not all of you. And if you can begin to observe beyond the body, which is a faculty that we have, an ability that we have. If you can observe beyond the body, so beyond the body doesn't mean outside there. It means centering in a deeper space inside that we can feel that we are much more than a body. You know, if you were to look at some of the Hindu deities, you will see like an extended head, where you have many other heads. That's just to give a little physical way of saying higher consciousness. You will feel, as you grow in consciousness, that you're bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger than the physical body, and that's an amazing feeling. I'm sure already in meditation that you can feel that you're more than the body, and for some of us we feel that we fill the space. So we do have an expanded view of everything. A view that can give us every level of being. Where we feel expanded in being to what we call a non-local self. Local self is restricted to the body. So we have what is called a non-local self, a higher self. That being said, the way that your soul is designed, it's designed with a network of energy channels through the entire body. And energy centers, subtle energy centers, along the spinal column, from the root right up to the brain stem. That's why we speak about the medulla and third eye focus. And then beyond that, up and fills the head. With what we call a crown chakra. So this is not myth. This is who you are. This is what we are. The who refers to person, individual, gender. But beyond that, we are a what, a that. Genderless and beyond personality. When you get to these chakra points, in more consciousness, you find yourself having the ability to drive energy or channel energy through these areas to every part of the body. Our inability to manage the mind or the emotion or the vitality or the sexuality or the groundedness in the body, our inability to do that lies in the lack of the consciousness, lack of higher awareness and higher consciousness. That's why I'm persistent. I'm continuously encouraging you to go deeper within for a more expanded view. Keep the company of evolved souls, that you can grow beyond where you are. And then you can really master life's journey. Isn't that a worthwhile goal? Every day to see a little more and more from an expanded space. That is what makes your everyday a valuable day. And not to be wasted just in eating and drinking and all the rest. So in the healing circle, I try to guide you in that centering, to come into your power, where you can manage the energies within you. It's a fascinating space to be in when you go beyond body consciousness. And an adventurous journey into more consciousness. So just sit in the silence. Centering in higher consciousness. Stay with your observing power, but observe without judgment, without labeling, without identifying with just humanity and its primal nature. You need soul consciousness to get the best out of the body and to invoke the noblest power within the cells and the human system. As you observe the physical body, observe its vitality. To improve the vitality, to manage the physical senses, to pacify the mind, stay with the breathing. Full lung breathing. With a spinal column awareness. Gentle breathing, no excessive force. Means you push the breath out gently, you pause when the breath finishes an exhalation. A pause will come naturally. And you will feel within your being when to breathe in. Follow that and breathe in with the body instinct, what the body needs. Opening the belly to breathe, don't forget that. Opening up the rib cage, bringing the shoulders back so you can have full lung breathing. And as you do that, you traverse the spinal column with your awareness as well, from the root right up to the brain stem. Until you can feel the medulla there and move across to the third eye, to the Manas chakra. And then push the air out as you focus on breathing out, right down to the navel and then to the root. It's done in such a slow manner, rhythmic, that stresses go away. If a mantra comes naturally to mind, let it resonate in the consciousness. as much as you can, allow expanded consciousness, because your higher self is seeking to express in and through you. It's not that you have to pull the higher self. You have to move away and let it express in and through you. You have to surrender your lower self, the ego self. Not in the way of weakness, but in the way of aligning. You don't want the ego to be a doormat. You want the ego to learn to align. That's the surrendering that I speak about. It aligns itself to the flow of divine energy. And let's remember the two meridians, the governing meridian. As you breathe in, you actually bring energy, invoking energy along the spinal column into your energy field. And as you breathe out, focusing on the manas chakra going down, you're following what is called a functional meridian or conceptual meridian, right down from the center of the eyebrows, coming down to the navel, and then go down to the sacral and root before you breathe in again. So you're bringing energies into the body from that functional meridian. In the silence, you facilitate this. Let there be joy in what you're doing. The joy of pulling the breath in after the exhalation, and the joy of pushing the breath out, knowing that you're feeding energy into the system whilst the breath is moving out. Follow the energy with me. And come into the healing field. Don't let any lethargy come, sleepiness, drowsiness. Breathe into the root and the navel. More than anything else, do this in an expanded heart, a loving field. Now remember, you're on a healing journey. So you are energizing the physical body and the vital field, connected to it, the emotional field connected to it, and the mental field connected to it. Move away from going up to the crown. This is not about enlightenment. This is about using your highest consciousness to feed your vital being and physical being, your emotional being and your mental being. That's how you thrive in well-being. For some of you, give attention to the left side of your body and the right side. They need to be balanced. Ensure that there is this feeling of balance in left and right side of your body. And you can just try, if you wish, the alternate natural breathing to ensure that you feel well on both sides. Just a test. And the body's intelligence will inform you how much you need to do and whether you need to do. Don't get so caught up in the inner field that you neglect this. This healing journey involves the body. Whilst doing this, there should be deep relaxation within your being. And if you have a visualizing mind, imaginative mind, use it creatively to visualize well-being, balance, healing. And for those of you who feel the urge to move the hands into different positions, feel free to do that. The heart chakra will naturally inspire movement, graceful movements. It's a good time to observe the body's organs. And if any feels stressed or challenged, give it more attention. You bring mental prana to it. You bring emotional prana to it. You bring the prana of the breath, vitality prana. And for those of you who feel the chakra points, you can breathe into any one of those, revitalizing the area with prana. Now, take a moment to extend your awareness through the body to the field. The field around you. As you come more in touch with our physical world, slowly bring more oxygen into the lungs. Let's push the air out in Ujjayi. Breathe in more oxygen. Open the chest to breathe. And focus on channeling loving energy, healing energy of love through your own body and by extension into the world around you. First, just connect with the collective field. And when you feel that you are in touch with the collective field, you think of a world of well-being, harmonious and peaceful, united in divine purpose, in service to each other. Breathe into your own strength and then channel in the out-breath to the world around you. Not just to your physical body, but to a world around you. And here is where you can allow your hands a little more flexibility, because you channel through your mind. And if your eyes are open, you channel through your eyes. And your hands allow you to channel through the heart. The great channeling power comes from the heart and mind as you channel into the external. To your body, it will come from the gut and lower down. But to the external, through the heart and through the mind. Let us humankind coexist in peace, love, and harmony with all of life. Let all souls be awakened to more consciousness of self. That there be more harmony in our world and well-being. Let all those who are suffering be held in grace. A grace that can awaken them to the healing power of their own consciousness. And join me as we chant the Mrityunjaya mantra. Three times, and then we'll end with Om 3 times. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mokshiyam Mamritat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim pushtivardhanam urvarukamiva bandhanan mrityor mokshiyam amritat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mokshiyam Amritat. And we do the Om, breathing out through the mouth, in through the nose. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Thank you, everyone. I hope that you enjoyed the healing cycle. We have the power to transform our well-being. And it begins with a deeper understanding of our total being. All knowledge in the universe are open to us. All we need to know is how to access it. It's free. All energy in the universe as well. We have a right to them because we exist in the source. You don't have to beg for it. You have to be intelligent enough to know how to access it. The begging won't work. The begging may bring the formulas for access, but the homework remains. When you beg, more information may come into the space, but the homework still is with us. So no need to beg. Be wise. Don't get caught in useless prayer where every day you're supplicating only, not looking for the signs that the universe are sending to you. Sometimes you push them away. No, grace, I want grace. You need to do it for me. No. No free meals. We need to earn it. That's what the law of karma says. And if we do experience grace, it's because we have worked for it in the past. A past that we have forgotten. So when you feel, it came easy, it is because of my supplicating. No. You've done the work in the past, and the supplication puts you in touch with that merit. Let's make 2022 a year of well-being. The planet is challenged enough. Just remember how powerful our minds are. Don't, as much as you can, don't give in to negative thinking, depressive thinking, poverty thinking, the consciousness of a beggar when you own the universe. Now, try to understand as much as you can who you are, what you are, and work wisely to access all the powers that you've forgotten. You don't even know you have. You're a superpower, if only you knew. So my journey with you in this particular year is to continue to support you, but I'm going to continuously challenge you to grow. Don't look for free handouts. I don't know how to give that. But certainly I know how to guide you from my own experience. That I am most willing to do. I live with one purpose, and that's to serve you. Without you, I don't need to be here. That's how much I value your presence. And remember, I'm not going to go out there looking for people. No. Those who need me will find me. That's how the universe works. Have a blessed day, everyone. Those of you who are going to bed now, remember the protocol for going to rest. Don't rest with garbage in the mind. Breathe it away. Prepare your minds and your bodies for the joy of sleep. And I say joy because activity is not only the most beautiful thing. It will be until the system gets tired, and then rest is required. And there's a joy in the resting. There's a joy in letting go. There's a joy in going into inactivity. That's part of the fun and the play. To let go and just go into the darkness. That's where tamas becomes a beautiful place to be. So I see you soon, as soon as tomorrow morning for me. Have a blessed day, everyone. Namaskar.